calendar. Elmer Rodriguez was one hard little hombre. He never smiled, never laughed, always looking like his dog had just died. And so what if it had? What business was it of yours? I mean, little dude was harder than getting up early on Sunday morning. Elmer wasn't afraid of the teacher or the principal or those crazy cholos with the prison tattoos he had to pass every day on his way home. He wasn't even scared of getting beat up by the 6th graders. There was only one thing the little 8-year-old was afraid of, and that thing came around once a year, every year. For some reason, Elmer Rodriguez was scared lily white of clowns. Sure, a lot of kids are scared of clowns. Nothing special in that. But Elmer was different. Clowns swallowed all the oxygen in the room and drained his heart of all its blood. He was so terrified that his family had to stay away from the most popular fast food joints because of the clowns. In kindergarten, he had even fainted when a clown came out to the school during the yearly fire safety assembly. All the clown had done was smile. But that's all it took. One look at the ear-to-ear painted-on smile left Elmer's lungs sucking for air and the room spinning. It was the same time the following year, although Elmer hadn't learned how calendars worked yet, when the clown reappeared. The little boy took deep breaths, one after another. The children laughed nervously and the teachers laughed through their bottom teeth the way adults do when something's not really chistoso. The laughter echoed through the school as the clown's smile cut into Elmer's soul like a rusty razor. El payaso, no, not the clown, Elmer whispered over and over again, squeezing his eyes so tight that fat tears spilled down his bloodless cheeks. El payaso, no. Speaking of fat, that clown was one nacho grande. And he wasn't even a real clown. He was just a fireman dressed up as a clown. Not that anyone would feel safe in case of a fire with this panzón around. Except for the donuts, maybe. At the next assembly, when he was in the 2nd grade, Elmer could have sworn that the clown looked right at him and mouthed, "Hola, amigo." Elmer could see the clown's crooked yellow teeth smiling at him as its eyes danced like skeletons on El Dia de los Muertos. Those eyes were alive with evil and looking right at Elmer, burning a hole inside him that would always smolder. As the years went by, Elmer wondered why the fire department would use a clown. What did clowns have to do with safety or fires or anything anyway? What did clowns have to do with anything except fear and evil and scaring poor little kids out of their minds? When he was in the 3rd grade, Elmer finally made up his mind that he would put an end to it. He stopped at a church before school to ask for help and forgiveness for what he was about to do. As he got to school, Elmer saw the big red fire truck parked outside, and he knew that this was the day. His calendar skills had improved. When the clown started talking during the assembly, Elmer looked down and played nervously with his backpack. Suddenly, Elmer stood up and shouted, "No más, payaso, no more." He then pulled something out of the backpack. Holding his breath, Elmer hurled a holy water-filled balloon at the clown and scored a direct hit on the thing's face. Splash! The principal looked at Elmer's teacher like someone had cut a real nasty one, and the teacher reached over and grabbed Elmer hard by the wrist. "What in?" the teacher yelled, but then stopped when she heard a loud gasp coming from the crowd. In front of that entire gym full of kids, the clown burst into flames. The other firefighters emptied their extinguishers, but the flames just kept growing until the smell of burning clown filled the air. The makeup, the red plastic hair and red rubber nose, the big floppy shoes, the sweaty smelly costume, and the thing's flesh all started to blur together. The clown laughed at first but seemed to lose his sense of humor after the smile melted off his face. "Órale pues, alrighty then, I'll be waiting for you down there, my little vato," it said in a low, threatening voice. "Te espero, Elmer, te espero." And then it was gone. A smoking black stain on the gym floor was all that remained. No one, including Elmer, was sure what had happened. The only thing Elmer knew was that he never wanted to see that clown again. He promised himself that from then on, he would be good. Very, very good. Muy, muy bueno.